What's up, y'all? How's everyone doing today? This is how I lost a smooth $216 today trading Nasdaq and EQ, or in fucking NQ, because I am retarded. Yippee doodah. Let's get into it. All right. So if we can come down here, our daily profile is very bearish. You can see the past 2 days candles have been just straight down candles. All right. 4 hour, bam. We are extremely bullish. We even come up, we have a 4 hour gap right here that we come up and fill overnight. Okay, bam. So then this is our 10 a.m. candle, and look at it, we have a nice little fucking doji for our 10 a.m. candle. But anyway, we go to the hourly. All right, still extremely, we have high resistance highs up here that we're probably not going to want to move towards, especially after this bearish move down. And then we come up, respect this fair value gap, and then continue moving down. So I'm thinking this is a obvious shorts. This is almost a market maker short model. If only we have high time frame highs right here that don't really get swept. It's really just this big bearish movement. We do have internal highs that get swept. If we come up and look, like we have this move up here where we come out and take up some of this, not really, this low resistance, not really great liquidity. It's not really moving the market too crazy. But with this move into this 4 hour gap, respecting and then making moves lower, I figured that we would want to move lower. Now, the first thing after seeing this an overnight session that I was wanting to look for a change in the state of delivery and some kind of fair value gap to get ran through, or a fair value gap to get formed and respected, so then we could take an entry. Okay, now the first thing, as soon as the market opened right here 9:30, we immediately come down, put a SMT in between NQ and ES, where NQ sweeps this liquidity. It takes about 30 minutes for ES to come and sweep that liquidity, and we have this 15-minute fair value gap, this bullish one here that gets absolutely ran through, that I did not even see until starting to make this video. So unfortunately, that does fucking suck, but it's okay because tomorrow we have some pretty good news coming out. All right, so after this, we have this SMT get put in, this 15-minute fair value gap getting ran through after we have this internal kind of sweep. Up here you can see we have internal sweep and another internal sweep of some low stacked up resistance liquidity. So, and then especially after coming and filling this 4 hour, I know we are extremely bearish. We are going to want to dump to these sell side levels. We have Asian lows right here, London right here, and then we have previous day New York at the bottom here. So after this, after we have our break of structure, I scale down to the 5-minute, and I try to find the 5-minute and the 1-minute, and I try to find a fair value gap getting formed and either ran through or respected, and continue when we see that continuation out of that bearish fair value gap. So we put in, so we have this fair value gap right here. We also have another 1-minute fair value gap right here that I didn't see, which would have been an actually amazing entry with stops above here. So yeah, this is another, I missed this as well. This I could have definitely ran all the way to the bottom, I'm not going to lie. Because we haven't hit it yet, but I bet that we definitely will. I'm not going to lie. I bet that we definitely will. So after we have, so we have this break of structure right here, okay? Right here is this break of structure. We have break of structure right here. On the 1-minute, we come, and as we're moving down bearishly, we create this bearish 5-minute gap. We swing. Here we have this kind of swing low right here, in a sense, kind of, in a way. So this fair value gap would be validated. So bearish fair value gap, we come tap into it. If that was your entry with stops, you could have your stop at where a break of structure would be to the upside, because we're not going to be up there. You could even have your stop at the top of the fair value gap if you really want to be like that. I'd put my stop up here because when you have a tight stop loss, I feel like it just hunts you and comes and takes you out. So that could have been an entry as well. All right, I missed that. That was that. I'm going to make sure that I reflect on that. But yeah, that would have been a good entry. That would have been honestly the best I could have taken. But now it's like we're just chopping. So I honestly would have only targeted, we could have targeted this, and if we just targeted that, dude, come on. That second take profit, we would have been probably better off. Because I didn't even see, I just seen this bearish one, we get inversed. But it literally inversed this to tap into this bearish gap to then continue lower. Crazy. Bias was shorts. It did play out. We at least took out London lows. But this is where I was able to enter. It says that I entered at 24. Wait, is that what it says, right? Yeah, 75. 1075. So just on this down close candle. But then we formed this gap. And I'm sure, yeah, this is, see, you can see this is how I got stopped out. Because I'm assuming we have this gap formed right here. I press back into it, then I enter, and we wick into it. We start moving down. I enter, and then bam, we get stopped out immediately. And now it's just, we're just overly chopping. This is awesome. But it's making sense to you guys. You guys can understand. We have this huge bearish move, okay, and if we come on the daily here, so if we take our EQ from the bottom of this wick to the top of that right there, you can see that from here to here is EQ, and then we come down, grab liquidity, move back up to this OTE price range of this bearish fair value gap as well, and then continue moving down. All right, so bearish confluences are getting respected, and bullish confluences are getting disrespected. Okay, and then internal sweep, the best entry I believe would have honestly been this 15-minute fair value gap getting rammed through in the break of structure here. So if you could have entered on the break of structure with stops above there, you could have hit at least, you at least could have had, oh no, that really wouldn't have been a good RR. So, and this is why you guys can see that I lost money today, because I feel like I honestly was just forcing. Like, I was just forcing, I'm not gonna lie. And now, like, I literally have 48.62, and I think if I lose that 62, then my account's blown. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, we're just chopping, like, especially with, we have, let me pull it up for you guys. So we had today literally nothing. We had new home sales, crude oil, and then we have FOMC daily speaking at like 4, so not really anything. But now tomorrow we do have GDP, we have unemployment claims, we have GDP price index, we have a whole bunch of news tomorrow from 8:30 to 9 and even into 10, but we just have existing home sales. Sometimes gas storage will surge a little bit, and then always with the FOMC speaking. The worst part about FOMC speaking is literally freaking, it'll just cause the market to just not fucking do anything and just chop like how we're doing right now. So yeah, super low resistance sell side liquidity, strong draws and liquidity, SMT, and a bearish break of structure after these moves up. We have a 15-minute fair value gap, a bullish fair value gap getting ran through. That should have been your entry. I'm not gonna lie, especially with the bearish SMT put in. You know they were going to want to dump, targeting London sell side liquidity. You would have been golden. Or actually, that's Asian sell side liquidity. This is previous New York. I got it messed up. This is I said it backwards. Here's London right here. Then we have Asian session, and then we have the previous day New York session, which I believe that we will maybe tap eventually. But if we can take out all these sell side levels, I believe that we will definitely be extremely bullish tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Extremely freaking bullish. Taking out those high time frame, probably taking out all-time highs if we can, especially with news. If news happens to be bullish, we probably will take out all of those buy-side liquidity levels. But yeah, guys, that is my trade for today, and that is why I didn't do so well. If you can see, I was really looking for, so we really have manipulation. Previous day New York, we have previous day manipulation to the downside, okay? So this is our manipulation, and then we have kind of our accumulation again, but this is kind of your continuation to the upside. Also reversal from New York manipulation to reverse back into these 4-hour gaps. You can see back into these 4-hour gaps to then continue moving down. So when I was coming in, and then we have London just fucking chop. So I was really looking for New York manipulation or this bearish continuation to the downside. Because we do start slowly being, we start slowly putting in bearish moves slowly right here, but not on the 1 hour is extremely bullish, and we just have this break of structure to come get that gap to continue moving lower. Because remember, guys, the market only moves for 4 reasons, right? We either are generating some form of liquidity, we move up to now create this stacked buy side liquidity, okay, to fill imbalances, all right, like this. We have right here this 4 hour. We move up to fill it, generates liquidity, and then we continue moving down to hunt liquidity, okay? We're either hunting liquidity, generating liquidity, filling imbalances, or what's the last one? Oh my god. Or equilibrium. Moving to equilibrium, OTE of a price range, and then continuing to move higher. Which is almost kind of what you can see here. If we take this move to here, that's exactly bam. We hit OTE of the price range, then continue moving down. And it's also perfect because there's a gap, bearish gap in here, which also is just really confirmation to let you know that it's going to want to continue to move down. And now I wonder, I'm assuming probably we'll just take out these lows. We could take out this right here and then continue moving. If we really wanted to, we have a big higher time frame bullish gap down here, but I doubt that we're going to want to move to that. There's probably like no way. But yeah, that was the trade I took today, guys. I'm out of here. You guys have a great rest of your night. I am going to go get some money on, and yeah, man, I might make another strategy video today. I know there's a lot of people that are asking me about strategy, and I really don't want to make a strategy video because I just feel like I'm not in the position. Like I could make a strategy video 100%. I've already made a strategy video, so I honestly just need to. I'm gonna just show bro that because bro, I'm not trying to make another fucking strategy video. Okay, but it's just like I don't have time, bro. I have better things to do than be making a strategy video. Like, bro, I'm in no position to teach other people. I need to get this down pat for myself first. So, let's see what the weekly profile is looking like. Okay, fuck yeah. So we have huge weekly fair value gaps here, and even one right here, really. But this, I'm not gonna mark this since this candle still has 2 days to form. That wouldn't be fair. But look, and I wonder how far that is. Oh no. Oh, no, never mind. And with this big, huge gap getting filled, I doubt that we are going to want to. I mean, maybe, but this is probably like a fucking 1,000-point move. Yeah. That'd be over weeks. We could just be bearish. But remember that we do have to move higher to move lower. So if I was looking for that weekly gap to be taken out, I'd want to see all-time highs get swept. With how big and drastic of a move that is. That move also is never happening in one day. Don't think I'm saying that move would ever happen in a single fucking day, because it never would. This move would probably sweep all-time highs, play around for a long time, and if we ever even come back to do that, which I doubt we will. But yeah, I'm out of here. I showed you guys the trades that I took, losing $200 today. Nothing crazy comes with the game. I love y'all. You guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out, y'all.